right, guys, here to show off more Black Ops is Mark Lamia coming back with us.
Yay.
Thank you so much. All right, so what is the first thing we're looking at right now?
All right, so the team here is taking you deep behind enemy lines into the Soviet Union. You're in the Ural Mountains. You're actually in an SR-71 reconnaissance aircraft, and you're providing intelligence to your squad on the ground. They're doing a very dangerous black operations, and as you can see, our player here is commanding the squad, and this is something totally different for Call of Duty. Again, we really wanted to give players some new experiences, and so...
And so how high up are you right now?
That's classified. Probably 60,000 feet. How's that?
No, but you're very high up. You're not. You're not like hovering right above the battlefield.
You're suborbital. You're actually. These guys had to don spacesuits.
Right.
You're suborbital at this point.
Now, what this demonstrates, I think, immediately is, earlier in the show, we saw a helicopter just blowing the crap out of everything. You are going for very different tones, it looks like, from level to level. I mean, what's the level of variety that we can expect from Black Ops?
That is, that's actually something we've been going for. Level of variety. So, pacing in this. There's a setup here, obviously completely different than the all-out action that you saw with Payback earlier. So we're doing the setup here, and you're controlling the squad. But then, in a couple of seconds, what we're going to do is we're going to bring you down,
and
you're going to be able to play right on the ground.
And so some of the decisions now that you've made in controlling that squad, now you're going to have to reap the consequences of that.
That's right. That's right. So as you saw, you were positioned here right before this Soviet Spetsnaz squad was coming right before you, and you've been placed safely as they approach.
Now, are you playing as a series of different characters from level to level, or is it kind of like a Modern Warfare take where there's 2 or 3 characters and you revisit them?
Now, there's going to be a couple primary characters. In this level, you're actually playing two different characters in the same level, right? You were piloting the reconnaissance aircraft, the SR-71, and now you're on the ground. And in this level, you're playing as Mason, or Hudson, and the last level you played as Mason.
I have to say, I think Kevin commented on this. This game is amazing looking. I mean, this is definitely a step up from Modern Warfare 2. I mean, Snow, I think, is one of those kind of Rosetta Stones of showing like good graphical design.
It's got to be perfectly shiny in some spots, and it's got to feel right under your feet.
This is a testament. The environment's art team. And,
okay, so here's
lighting.
The crossbow. Are you trying to have like really awesome weapons that are also sort of time appropriate from the Cold War era?
Yeah, this is actually inspired by a couple things. One was when we talked to some of our SOG, they told us that people would actually choose the bow and arrow to go out with. So we felt like in this particular mission, we needed to go out with the bow and arrow as well. And this is the AUG, which these guys would have well in advance before this was ever manufactured and mass distributed.
Okay, looks like that they're lining up because they're going to do a rappel here.
Yeah.
And so, but you're going to have basically the standard weapon types that we're going to be used to. We're going to have a sniper rifle, and we're going to have a shotgun, and we're going to have a crossbow, like things like that.
But what you don't expect is, these Black Operations unit, they could outfit themselves, and they would have modified weaponry and ammo.
This is almost vertigo-inducing. Yeah. I've seen this before, and I know something very awesome is about to happen, and I'm almost sitting here, sick with anticipation.
So yeah, you know what? The rappel is an actual gameplay element. It's not just a press X event. There's tension in it. There's timing. Again, it's all about pacing. It's the setup.
And what do you think that fans of the series are going to be most excited about? Obviously, this series has a lot of die-hard fans, and sometimes fans don't like change so much. But is there something that you guys think that they're really going to make the fans embrace change?
I'll tell you in a second.
All right.
I don't want
Watch
to.
this.
Oh, you don't want to ruin it. Okay, let's see.
And this is awesome.
So this is what you think the fans of the series are going to be excited about. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah. Who doesn't want to do that?
Absolutely.
What clearly is that we're not looking at a level that's kind of, it's more action movie. I think what we saw before felt a little bit more towards the sort of realism of combat in a particular era. I mean, are you trying to kind of get a balance between the two in the game?
Yeah, everything. Really. Variety, pacing, cinematic elements, all that. Those are all key areas that we focus on, make our design decisions.
It's definitely very, very impressive. Now, I mean, did you guys do research on potential operations that may have been happening during the Reagan and Nixon era?
Yeah, we did extensive research throughout the era. We talked to the veterans, and I couldn't tell you if these missions really occurred or not. But what I can tell you is that they're inspired by.
Yes, well,
So you can talk to the veterans about like what types of missions maybe that they went on, and then you're going to be able to render that actually in the game.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
it is an interesting era that I think gives you a lot of variety and stuff to play with.
Exactly. It totally opened up burst of creativity inside the studio. All these black operations, and we learned about them, the locales, the weaponry. So, yeah, you know, the crossbow here, you had the AUG. We got the shotgun, the fast shotgun.
Let's get one more kill in.
And
boom.
And the most important question, when are we going to get to play?
Kilo 1 is approaching the objective.
you're going to get to play on November 9th.
November
All right.
9th.
Cannot wait. I want to see more of this, so you're more than welcome to visit us on the X-Play stage. Yes, Treyarch, you've done it.
Thank you
All
very
right.
much.
Thank you
Thank you
so
very
much.
much.
Give a round of applause
Thank
for
you.
him.